Are you guys ready? Because I am. Because now we have mine, and then I sell. And guess what? Does that amount, and we're gonna be comfortable for a few hundred lives. Nothing much to add here other than just improving my cell setup and adding a couple more items here and there. Now it's gonna be a hot minute, so see you later. You know, I feel like an idiot for not placing my cell setup up here. I literally get a static boost if I do that. So, I mean, I'll, okay, you can laugh at me later because I completely forgot I have this place maxed out. So, they're going to get even more. Alright, I think my setup finally ran out of steam. Looks like we're going to have to do some manual building now. So let's go ahead, turn that off and that off. Let's get going. So, I'm going to go get some compounds. I'll return. Alright, anyways, back to building. Your usual one-line setup, although this is probably going to be the last few times I ever use something like this, because I'll explain later in the video, but mainly it's just because that I've already progressed far enough where I can start skipping right after the prestige, but right now, this is probably the second to last time I might be using this setup, so maybe I might use it later. I doubt it because I'm just gonna probably automate prestiges after this point anyways because of how late game I am at the moment. So anyways, here it is. And then go boom, boom. And now we're just gonna chill for a little bit. Be back later. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Now it's time to craft a whole bunch of items. And we still don't have a mob infuser. Love this game. So let's go ahead, withdraw, and let's go make some items real quick. This is actually probably going to be the last time I use teleporters in this save, mainly because I will be using turns after this point, after the next prestige, and I'll show you a really cool technique after this. I do this prestige because it is very good tech you can do early game. It's very useful, and I love enjoying by doing it. And it also gets me to play this game again to see how cool it is. And granted, it's probably one of the weird bugs in this game, but who cares? As well as I did craft a couple items here and there just to fill in the setup if I just miss a couple things. It's usual that I sometimes forget. I mean, I usually don't plan out every single thing. I usually just go through whatever I have and like just craft it after because I can't just think of everything immediately. I have to sometimes craft it in between setups, and I mean, it's what I do. It's fine to do that. And we're at 146. That's good enough. Alright. Alright, time to go grab some items. Let's go ahead and get going. And there you go. Oh, look at that. Fun item. Alright, one. Let's do cell setup. Go boom, boom. Here, here. Am I seriously just missing 2 items? Neat. Anyways, I'm gonna go do some box opening. So I'll be back shortly and I'll get to 1000 and we'll probably do some adjustments. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna make a few quick adjustments to my setup. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get going on the rebirthing soon, yeah. So anyways, so the way I'm doing this is I'm using any kind of cannon with a rocket fuel refinery. Then we take our mine, for example this guy right here. Go ahead and plop that right there. And then we need I need a left for because I want it to go left. So this is sorry. So I want this to go left. So this needs to be at least 1 space away. And there you go. Very fast speed. And it's very easy to set up and barely takes up any space on the side. So yeah, very cool. I'm gonna adjust this real quick. That way you get a little more space out of it. There we go. I think I randomly discovered this weird bug or interaction with each other because I was like, oh, how does this work? And I think it just happened right. I'm not too sure on how I found it. I ended up finding it by just messing around with items as I usually do. I find like the weirdest bugs in some games sometimes. I swear. I don't know how. It just happens, honestly. And I'm glad I. Well, okay. Well, that should be the last of me making that setup. So, catch you guys later. Well, you know the drill, and so do I. So, let's go across some items I'm missing and make a really nice setup. This setup is just mainly just focusing on getting as far as I need to at the point, and it's just I'm gonna use this setup to just automatically prestige, and that's why you see me a lot of using new items more and more in these setups. Although when I probably do a new save eventually, when you guys are interested in doing that, I might do just that, and you'll see me use a lot different items, but again, it'll just end up being kind of the same thing over and over again. So, I mean, a lot of progression is simple in this game, and I do mainly just use a lot of the items. Okay, I'm just saying the same thing. Anyways, this setup is just built to push me, like, I don't know, really high prestige, I would say, because I just want to AFK this overnight and just get some items through, because this game is very AFK and I just want to start getting this to the point where I want to AFK. So honestly, this is probably gonna be the last few times I do like back to back of these this tycoon. So I'm probably gonna be doing some other games and mix in between. And I want to do my videos my own way instead of just whatever is popular at the time. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna do my videos now. 189. No, not bad for a setup. It's pretty good. Alright, and take that off, that, and that. Okay, I did not whitelist it. Thank you. Wow, that's much faster. Oh look, scale and piercer. Like I'm gonna use that. Okay. Alright, so usually I would end the video on a prestige, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run their setup in the background. So I'll update you guys every time I make some progress, but I'll be doing other videos in the meantime, so expect different games of videos. I think I'm gonna treat this a lot differently than how it was, so yeah. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.